Good morning, everyone. Welcome today to Fulsome Friday and a very special Fulsome Friday. Firstly, as you know, that this is an interactive platform today. This cannot happen unless you participate equally. And secondly, I maybe wrote it a little late, but I hope you're carrying a cushion or a pillow with you, right? Do you have a cushion or a pillow with you? Can I know about it? If not, go and get it, right? It is interactive, as you all know. It is not about just me talking today. It's a dialogue. Every time I have to say it, it's a dialogue. It is not a monologue. So, are we ready to understand? Did you hug your child today? Tell me, anyone? What did you do? Did you hug your child?
No, ma'am, not
No.
No.
today.
Okay. Right. So this is a physical child, your own child. But there are two children that we have to take care of today. One is your child in the real world, in the reality, and one is that inner child. I know there are many inner child in amongst all of us. So, but this is today going to be an interactive dialogue based because we can only learn from one another. And if you're allowing yourself to be as honest as possible, the results in terms of awareness or awakening can be better for all of us, right? And today, it's a fun day, but a little introspective day today. Every time we have fun, today we'll do a little bit of introspection. So, what is the intention? Let's find out, for ourselves. What do we want today? We want to, awaken the awareness of emotional presence with our own child. Now, when I say child, you'll have to think in two ways, your child and your inner child, and your unseen relationship that you are still holding on with your inner child. And
Actually, ma'am, I thought it's for our own child, not I didn't expect in the child.
also, that is the point. You see, we ignore either our child or we ignore our inner child. So that is where there is a gap, and that gap is what influences the way we
Child means if we think of a kid.
kid, yeah, your own kid. Yeah. Child, when I say child, it is your kids, your children, or your inner child. So I'll say child and inner child. So that should clarify it. Yeah. And
Okay.
also understand that how the unhealed inner spaces inside us, they subtly influence, our parenting style, our bonding style, and our expression of love. Have you ever thought of it that way? That because of those unhealed inner spaces, these are the things that subtly influence our parenting style, our bonding style, and our expression of love. So just remember today, this is not a parenting workshop. It's not a parenting platform today. It is just a remembering workshop. Let's call it a remembering workshop platform, whatever it is today. Right? So let's get ready for it first. Because right now we're all curious what's going to be asked, what's going to happen. So let's just begin by arriving in this space today within ourselves. Take a deep breath and just allow yourselves to be in this space of child and inner child content that we have to understand. There is nothing to fix, nothing to prove, but only something to notice and to feel. So, are we ready for it? Maybe you can do with taking a deep breath and placing one hand on your heart. Take a deep breath and feel yourself opening up to whatever is going to be coming out as a result of this workshop today. So now, maybe you'd like to keep your eyes closed. I'm going to ask you a question. And I want answers for it after that. When you hear the word hug, what comes first in your mind? Is it comfort? Is it longing? Is it guilt, joy, or silence? When you hear the word hug, what arises first in you? Comfort, longing, guilt, joy, or silence? And second, when was the last time a hug felt unhurried? Not a quick hug or something, it felt good for you. So Asha says comfort. Let me see.
It's caring.
Sorry?
Caring.
Caring. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Others? Comfort and joy for Srividya, joy for Bindu. Anyone else?
Security.
Security. Lovely. So a hug means all these things to you, right? And when was the last time you felt a hug as it was unhurried, relaxing, secure, joyful, comfort?
Ma'am, is it with our inner child or with our kid?
Anything, it doesn't matter. Don't go into that thinking stage. Just allow yourself to flow. You are
Because inner
thinking
child, we are
about
not
your child.
doing it.
Yeah,
We are not doing it.
because
That's what.
I
Inner
didn't.
child, we are not doing it. I'm not doing it in a child.
That's
That's
okay.
what
You
I'm
do it.
asking.
That's okay. You do it with your child right now. It's okay. It could be for some it could be related to the inner child. For some it could be related to your own kids. So when was the last time a hug felt unhurried, comforting for you?
Last week
Last week. Okay. Let's see
with my
what
child.
others have to say. Today, Sarika says today. Can you explain that, Sarika? Sarika? Mic not working. Okay, so that's going to be tough. How will we have an interactive dialogue? Never mind, you can write it over here later. All right. So, yeah. All right. So then somebody said today, somebody said, last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Right now is what I feel, because otherwise every day morning I'm rushing to work, and then I have a lot of series of things to be done. Uh, and then to beat the traffic, Bombay traffic, I'm not sure whether it's really bad. So
yeah.
there is constant stress, and there's constant that feeling that you have to work, sustain yourself, as well as beat the traffic and just live a very healthy normal life.
Right. Right.
So maybe weekends are the most easiest ones, and today, of course, because I'm working from home, so it's a little, I can make time for myself.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Now, let's explore the outer hug. Now, this is going to take a little time for us to understand when I ask you the questions, because many of us hug our children every day, kids. Now, I'm talking of kids. Yet sometimes the hug happens while the mind is somewhere else, isn't it? Now, presence is what turns a hug into nourishment. Can Neha mute your mic, please? Neha? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So, as I said, many of us hug our children every day. Yet sometimes the hug happens while our mind is elsewhere. Presence is what turns a hug into nourishment. Now, when you hug your child, now this is my question to you. When you hug your child, where is your attention? On the child or on the next task that you have to do?
On the child.
Are you being honest? Very honest?
Yes, yes.
Right. Okay. How about others?
I hug my niece only once in a while whenever I meet them. So yeah, at that point in time, I feel that okay, I maybe for a few seconds, but not totally.
Right. Because there's
Yeah.
something else or the other happening in our mind all the
Absolutely,
time, right?
absolutely,
If we are honest,
absolutely.
let's be honest today because this happens many a time. A child rushes to you for a hug and you just give it, as an automatic gesture. But you're thinking, Arey, wo karna hai, ye karna hai, and all that. So that
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
energy that you're transferring is not of nourishment. What are you transferring for that moment is just a job, just a task. Sorry about this because Delhi weather is terrible. Okay, that's one way of looking at it. Do your hugs feel different when you're tired, rushed, or emotionally preoccupied?
Yes,
Very much,
Very
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 much.
much.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
There are others in the group. Why is nobody else answering? I mean, this is not unfair to me. If I have to conduct a workshop and none of you are participating in it. So do your hugs feel different when you're occupied? Others?
I
Very
feel happy when I hug my son,
uh
and I feel that we have so much affection that our son be, is expecting our love and confident on us. Based on us, he came to us world.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we should give all the happiness to him.
So this is about we should give, but what do you do? Do you give that kind of feeling to the child at that moment? Or you're thinking, oh my God, I'm so tired, or I'm so rushed, or I have to do something else, and it's just a quick hug and you rush off?
No, if I give a hug, I'll give in a full caring and love.
Lovely. Okay, now let's look at it from the child's perspective. What do you think your child receives from your hug? Is it comfort, reassurance? Is it just a habit or a sense of safety?
Just a feeling, a physical touch,
Just a reassurance,
a
basically.
reassurance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That we are there for them. That's it.
Yeah. What about others?
Um,
Many a times it's cursory, but when it's genuine, yes, they feel reassurance, comfort, loved.
Okay. You sense that they feel it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, wonderful. Wonderful, Sarika. Your mic is working. This is lovely. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else would like to add to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I think I kind of feel happy to hear this because um, I make every hug with my children very, very, very intentional. So I believe I almost feel like there is an energy transfer going on from me to them.
Yes, very, very true. Thank you for saying that, Lakshmi. And you see, it reflects in your child's behavior. It reflects in the way your child performs. It reflects in the way your child interacts with others also, whether it is with confidence, with love, with irritation, with anger, the behavior in the child is influenced by whatever you are passing on to the child. Remember that. And that is very important. So if you see a well balanced, confident, happy, secure, safe, reassured, comforted child, that is coming because of all those indirect love that you're transferring to the child with your hugs. Remember that. So, right now, all of you, do you have a cushion with you or a pillow? Just hug it once. Think of it as your child. Give it one nice, comforting hug and pass on that energy to your child. And tell me how you feel about it. It would be nice if your cameras were on today, all of you, actually. Today is a day of on cameras.
I should just switch it on. I'm at a place where I cannot switch it on right now.
Okay. So whoever can, it'll be tell me how many of you have given the hug. You can raise your hands because we'll save time with that. And how do you feel about it, giving the hug to your child with your Snigdha has a child with her, so she can just hug the child. She's gone back, she's gone again. Okay, so how many of you felt good hugging whatever the child or a teddy bear? Lovely, Yasha, you have a teddy with you. Yeah.
The
Okay.
daughter's favorite teddy. So
Yeah.
she sleeps with it. So
Awesome. How did you feel hugging it and thinking it's your child?
oh, fantastic.
Right, right. Others? Come on, people. You know today is a dialogue day.
Very
Ma'am,
good, ma'am. Very,
I
very
have
good.
this. Sorry, I have this, and this is my inner child. I got this.
Okay. So you realize, that there is a smile on everybody's face. So this is exactly what needs to transfer to your child. Because remember, every hug that we offer externally comes from a big reservoir within you. Let's call it love. Let's call it that pot of love, soul's love, or whatever you want to call it. Every hug we offer externally comes from a reservoir within you. If that reservoir has known warmth and love, it flows easily. If it has known neglect, it tries quietly. Now, here we're talking of the inner child. If that inner child has known warmth, that love will flow easily externally. But if that child has faced neglect, it'll try. But sometimes, either very quietly or sometimes it becomes very difficult. Have you seen situations and, occasions where you're not comfortably offering your hug easily, even to your children? Has it happened to you?
लाइट नहीं आ रही ना, अंधेरा में शक्ल नहीं दिख रही.
Has it happened to you? Now, let's be honest about it here. Let's talk about a time, sometime maybe you felt you're not able to do it. You're not able to give that love. You're not able to express yourself as well to your child. And has it happened to you? It has happened to me, definitely.
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes we feel heart is frozen. There are those moments when you can't be completely loving to ourselves or to the children also.
Right, right. That's true. How many else would agree with that or add to that? People, we're having a conversation. You can give your viewpoint.
Yes.
Also.
Yes, ma'am. So occasionally my son would say, Mom, you're in a hurry,
Right,
or something like that.
right,
Knowing that he has sensed that I'm not fully present.
right, right. And that not being present. Now, let me come to another part of it. So, ask yourself, as a child, how were you comforted when you were upset? Be very honest. As a child, how were you comforted when you were upset? Was affection freely expressed or rationed? That people don't show emotions. We should learn to control ourselves. We should not express ourselves. We should not try to be, too forthcoming because other people will have a wrong impression about you. And do you feel seen for who you were or valued for what you did? Now, these are three very pertinent questions I'm asking you. I'm going to repeat it and I want honest answer for this. Yeah. As a child, how were you comforted when you were upset? That's a very critical one. Tell me. Okay, somebody's given in chat. Let me see.
I was hi. Darshana.
Yeah, raise your hand and one by one. Yes, Hemanti.
Yeah, I mean, my mother would just console me and hug me. She was the only one that I remember who would hug me. But yeah, I mean, there were others in the family, but never ever hugged or expressed emotions or love that way.
Okay. Okay.
We were hugged and loved, but most of the situations we were not discussing with our parents.
Right.
So
So
most
what
of
did
the
you
time,
feel about it at that time? Did you feel nurtured?
No.
Helpless. Helpless. Remember that word, helpless. Okay. Bhumna, you were the second one to raise hand.
Yes, ma'am. But I was acknowledged by my father, but I was dismissed, like saying that, whatever I'm feeling was not right.
Right,
So
right. So that feeling of dismissiveness, has it stayed with you till today? Do
I've
you feel
learned
dismissed
about
by
it. I
others?
do. Yes, I dismiss myself now. I'm the parent, so I dismiss it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Darshana?
Yeah, I was never hugged or comfort, nothing like that, because she was busy taking care of so many of relatives. So that
Right,
is her.
right.
I don't blame her coming
Yeah.
from where she was. And now for me, it's like thanks to all those holistic, now I've realized that hugging and this importance. And I have to take really lot of efforts to hug someone also.
I can understand that, Darshana. Thank you for your very honest answer. You don't blame your mother. You see how it goes back? It's a chain, it's a sequence of events that happens in our lives. That she was so preoccupied and she had, it's not only about mother, it's about maybe parent, brothers, sisters.
Both of them. Huh.
So they were so preoccupied, maybe because it was a joint family or too many people or too many responsibilities. So a reassurance from your parent when you were looking for it, at the moment when you needed it, did not happen. It doesn't mean they don't love you. But some feeling of neglect, some feeling of being ignored, some feeling of being passed on, as just a nobody, may have entered your life, in your mind. And that influence is what takes us further till the day we are today. And that keeps building up. There may be many other emotions in your case or in other people's cases. And because of all those emotions that we are holding on to ourselves, we are not able to deal with our lives and we are not able to deal with our children in the same way because we are carrying that baggage and conditioning. So, in certain things, we behave in the similar way for our children. Times are changing, children's ways of working and expression are changing. We are not able to adjust to it. At the same time, we are not able to give them what they want because we don't know how to do it. Right? So imagine those hugs which you missed out. So that inner child which missed out on those loving, caring, reassuring hugs is what is impacting your life today.
Yes.
So before I move forward, all of you hold your cushions and lovely teddies and bunnies together and say, Sarika, in your case, you could say, I am not helpless anymore. And the others also, I'll come to you, but in the meantime, just hug yourself. Hug the pillow. Hug it. Come on, I want to see the action of hugging happening. Yes, Bhuvna, I can see yours. I can see Hemanti is hugging something. Darshana holding on to something. Yes, Srividya. Bindu, where's your hug? Oh, you're hugging yourself. All right. All right. Lakshmi, lovely. How does it feel, people? How does it feel? Tell yourself,
Nice.
whatever that emotion was, that I am not that anymore. And tell me how it feels now that you hug yourself. I'm hugging myself too. Oh, I like it.
I
Both.
went to
I like it. You're patting a little. Lovely. That's so beautiful. Yes.
Atia went to hug my child and angered her.
That's okay because it would irritate her at this point of time that what's wrong with my mom? Why is she coming to me suddenly? But it's okay. But it didn't bring on anger in you, right? Okay. So I'll go to Neha first and then Bindu and then we'll have a chat. Yes, Neha?
I remember sometimes I used to be very disturbed during my boards when I see that time back. So my parents did not know how to react. They used to even discuss कि क्या हुआ है and what to do. And my mother's way of comforting me was food. She likes this. And even today, I think when I'm disturbed, I'm eating. When I'm happy, I'm eating. And I just realized कि that is what is my connection with food is.
Right. So you see, now it can be a healthy way, but it was also a desperate way. Your
Yes.
desperation of looking for solace or comfort was not in a form by a simple hug or just maybe, sort of giving solace by patting your back or something like that. It came from a space of, chalo, isko ye pasand hai, bana do, which is also love. Definitely. Because she's caring for you. Okay, she's feeling unhappy. Let me give her something that she loves. Okay. That's also fine. But remember, the physical touch, the physical ownership that you offer your child is the only and the biggest and the best and the prime reason of their security energetically in their lives. And if you have not received it, it forms patterns in your life that you don't know how to deal with. Not deal with, but you don't even realize it's a pattern. Like you just said, that eating, every time it has become. And sometimes we don't realize it and we neglect our body in the process. When we are upset, we are eating. When we are angry, we are eating. When we are depressed, we are eating. When we are happy, we are eating. Yeah. So all these
Yes,
become
ma'am.
a pattern which you can't get out of, and it becomes an addiction. So
True.
today, de-addict yourself, all of you. Hug yourself again and say, I de-addict myself from any addictions. Come on, people, do it.
I
That's when you're
de-addict
not hugging
myself from.
any addictions. See,
Uh,
feel.
Aarti, good morning.
Yeah, morning, Radha. Lovely to see you.
Yeah, just in the middle of getting out to work, but I had to listen to you. But Aarti, I have just realized that my parents loved me immensely, but being Bengalis, we really didn't do the physical stuff. We were not sort of comfortable with the father hugging the daughter, the mother hugging the daughter. I mean, they would give me everything that I wanted in my life. But for the first time, I've realized that I wasn't particularly hugged.
Has that impacted you in your life today? If you
And
look at it with
I
awareness,
guess, yeah. So now, I mean, just a thought that has come across to me is I'm extremely fond of green, and green represents giving and receiving unconditional love.
right.
And so, I mean, I've just realized that we were not, I mean, for decades, in this North Indian culture, everybody hugs everybody in parties, everything. I was always uncomfortable. It took me decades to get comfortable to those hugs. But for the first time, I've realized that we were not physical in Bengali households, in South Indian households.
Right.
People never hugged each other, the parents, the child, we were not comfortable with that, as all Punjabis are.
Yeah. And do you
So I
see?
guess that is one thing. Yeah.
Yes, you just said it. I mean, I don't want to go into this communities and all that, but Punjabis
Yeah.
are the most gregarious, happy-go-lucky lot. When you think of Punjabis, that's the first word that comes to mind, bindas, happy, happy-go-lucky, etc. Now, again, forget the temperament, the nature, the grounding, the earth, reality from which we come from.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt, but I am a Punjabi and food is the way to do it. We also don't do it at our household so often.
Yeah, so yeah, it happens. But imagine that is the thought that comes immediately. Na? The moment you think of any other community, etc.,
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
not get into
Yeah.
communities, but that's a
Yeah, we
fact.
do it socially. We do it socially. But when it comes to parents and kids, I don't think it used to be in those times like hugging. I don't know.
It would
And
be
also,
different.
my father has not hugged me. I don't remember usually in our side in south, fathers won't hug the daughter after one age.
Ah,
So I used to visited
right,
hesitated what's happening. So a couple of months or last month, I felt like hugging and okay, I broke that hesitation and hugged him
right.
to
And
have the
how
love
did
and comfort.
how did he feel and how did you feel?
He was feeling uh, like shy, like that, like it's like a shy thing that
Right,
hugging a daughter
right.
and all. It's not been done for long years.
Right, right. So you see, social conditioning, belief systems,
Yes.
patterns, and what has come down ancestrally, generationally, all these things, don't look at it as the physical aspect of just a hug. See all this, how it has impacted your life, made your personality, made your behavior, made your thinking. And remember, now this is what you're passing on to your children, right?
Aarti, I
Maybe
have to
there would be
say
some change.
some.
Just let
Aarti
me.
has to say something, otherwise it will remain stuck in my mind and I'll not be able to concentrate.
Yeah,
So as a child, I was hugged a lot, but then they did not know when I was upset or something like that. But as an adult, I made it a point to hug my children very regularly because I read hugs are very important. Hugs are 10 hugs, 100 hugs, or so many, something like that. But
Wonderful.
off late, I have been so addicted to some things that I have given very cursory hugs. And with today's session, that has hit me. That
Right.
my child came to
Awesome.
me for so many times for a hug, and I
Yeah.
was like, हाँ ठीक है,
Yeah.
ऐसे कर दिया. And
Yeah.
she always said, you don't love me anymore.
So don't forget, when we are doing this, we are creating an inner child in our children, which they are going to carry
And also
forward.
one more thing, sorry to interrupt. When I learned in one class that we should hug, and when we hug, we have a connection between us. We
Yeah.
have past energy, and we have some affectionate connection, and that has been growing up. So I feel like it should be done, and I try to do to my son, but due to some
Awesome.
personal reason, I couldn't.
Awesome. Okay, now Bindu's been holding on for quite some time. Bindu, yes, tell me, you were to share something.
Ma'am,
I do.
sorry. How we
I
can hug to our inner child? Can you tell us in the session how to hug our inner child? I don't know to hug as we don't do the physical thing.
Right.
Relax, relax. We'll get to it. Yes, Bindu?
I had to say I taught my mom how to hug
Right.
because I didn't know. I went for 4 day inner child retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Then that was the game changing in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know I have one son, and I didn't know that importance of hugging
Mm-hmm.
until I do that inner child retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Then I understood, because I never received it, so I didn't know how to do this
Right.
children. And when I do it now, I do it with full of love and joy. Even I think about it, I can smile.
Yeah.
But now I will watch how he is receiving it. I can feel that a bit resistance there, but he will come, he will hold, but a bit resistance is there. But now I will watch
Yeah.
how he is receiving.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to hug your child, because children also understand, and they have started demanding their space, right? Which is okay. So even a soft, hand like that, a pat on the back, a side hug, or even a pinch on the cheek, anything. It can be anything. The child, your kid, because Sashireka is getting a bit confused. Your kid needs to feel reassured.
Yeah.
And that reassurance can come with any of the physical, loving actions that you perform. I love the way Bhuvna was comforting a little bunny by doing this to the like you do to a little child. You're sitting watching a movie with your kid, maybe on TV or something. And even if you just hold the hand for a little while, or just put your arm across the child and, sort of stroke the child's face or palm, one, not all the time. He'll think that my mom has gone crazy. But any gesture, physical gesture, remember that is what bonds them. That's what makes them understand that I'm cared for, I'm comforted, I am important, I matter, despite all the discipline, all the anger, all the, other things that you may be having to do in life, all these things matter. And that is what is important for a child, right? So this is where we are. Yes, Nigda, and then I'll move to the next question.
Ma'am, I just wanted to say from yesterday,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm staying in my mother's house, and there are a lot of people here. We stay in a big family, and somehow everyone's been going through big emotions. No one seems very happy. And from yesterday, even I've been going through stuff, but there's such a strong urge to just go give side hugs to everyone. So I'm quietly sneaking beside them, giving them side hugs, and coming off. And they're like, "What's happening?" But I don't know. I just feel like I have to give hugs to everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm just following that.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah. You see, we are meant ultimately for, that super consciousness is nothing but pure love. Okay. So if you have that feeling arise in you, keep it with you, let go and let everything else that has been in the past melt away. By just telling yourself, that little cushion or the bunny or the teddy or whatever you have, or a baby as you have, Snigdha, that I am loved, I give love, I receive love, and I forgive not receiving hugs when needed in the past.
Yes, ma'am.
So please do that right now. I forgive others. It doesn't necessarily have to be parents. And I forgive others for not giving me those special hugs in the past. Do it. Let me see it all being done. Darshana, you're not doing it. Lakshmi, I love it the way you're doing it. Srividya, adorable. Hemanti, where's your hug? Bindu, are you hugging? Yes, lovely. I can't see Asha, Shashi, Sheetal, and Radha, but that's okay. I'm sure they're hugging too. Yes, Hemanti, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to share that, maybe now towards the end of this year, now, there will be more family time and, at least I'm going for a trip. And this cue that you have given of hugging. So all my siblings and everybody, we are catching up. And this will be a great time to actually hug each other because we'll be together for a couple of days. We've not done this for like, I don't know, this entire life, I feel.
Right.
Maybe casually we may have done, but meaningfully we have not done what you are
Right.
suggesting.
Yeah.
And yes, let's see what all opens up after that. But
you must write in the group, how you felt doing it. Please, seekers, all of you, remember the group is there for you to share your thoughts related to whatever we either talk about or the recitation or anything else that is done, because that allows us to interact with each other to understand that what we are doing, I mean, the experience of one person may resonate with somebody else also. Or it may sort of, create that spark where they also think, okay, I can also try and do this. Like Pratiksha wrote yesterday. I mean, it was fantastic what she wrote, and it was very inspiring. It was very sweet of her to write what she did, right? So please do write, Hemanti, when you do this exercise, and all of you, when you start your hugging exercise, how does it make you feel, and how did others feel about it? And I'm sure the energy changes around you, the people change around you, the response changes around you, the interaction changes around you, and also the camaraderie changes around you. Shifts, not changes, shifts. So I would love to hear from all of you what happened, when you people shared your hugs with whoever it is. Let's go further. Now, let me ask you, what does your inner child still long to hear or receive today? What does your child long to hear or receive? There are some things in our hearts we say, I wish.
That I am loved.
Yeah?
That I am loved.
Okay. By whom? Is there a
I don't
gap? Is
know.
there a
Yes,
vacuum that you may, I wish I was loved?
yeah,
Okay. All right.
by my husband.
Okay. Okay. Others, what is that feeling that I wish that is still lingering in you, that still longs to hear something from someone or anybody, or that feeling, I wish, I wish. What is that I wish? Yes, Darshana?
Oh, there's a long list. Okay,
But
but I'll give you first thing loved by my parents, my siblings, then appreciated, respect. These
okay.
are the three priorities now.
Right, right.
The list is endless.
Okay. So again, remember, this comes from a space of whatever you have experienced from your childhood, correct? So all those little inner children that are sitting inside you, just hug them today and say, I'm there to take care of you. Don't worry. Do it right now. All of you can do it. That I am there. I am here to take care of you. Don't feel alone. Don't feel uncared for, or whatever you want to say. Don't feel unloved. I am there. So if you and see how it makes you feel when you say it. Let me know.
Bharti, may I say something?
Yes, sure, Asha.
All my life, I have been telling myself, Asha, you're strong, you can handle this. And it has always been I, me, myself. Nobody has really, probably they cared, but then they never showed me that, okay, I'm also with you. We are in this together. No, it was always I, me, and myself.
Mhm.
And I had to face all the situations, kind of, even though people were around, The final responsibility was always with me, and I had to be the strong one.
Okay. Okay. But that's fine. So today tell yourself that it's okay. You can relax now. I am there with you. Being the strong one, challenging one. Remember, it is this mode all the time. You have to do, get forward, etc. But just tell yourself, it's okay. I'm there. I'm there to take care of you. Just tell your inner children, because there are many inner children sitting who had to face these challenges. And there may be many emotions and thoughts attached to it. Sorry. So just say that to yourself, Asha. Hold your cushion or pillow or teddy or whatever you have, and just say that to yourself and see how it makes you feel. Yeah? People, reactions, how does it make you feel saying this, whatever I told you just now? Anyone?
Yeah, ma'am. I feel so good. I don't want to let this pillow go now.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Hold on to that pillow. And how does it make you feel? It's not about letting go. What is the emotion that is coming that says, I don't want to let go of this pillow?
It's the warmth, I think, the longing or the warmth, that connect. Maybe I was missing, and I'm feeling the connect. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right. So your inner children are getting taken care of because they feel that warmth, they feel that connect. Remember, all of you, that when we say, that when we shift, situations around us start to shift, right? Nobody else is responsible for what we go through. We are the ones who inflict it upon ourselves. That we know through radical. We understand that, correct? So the same thing applies to you loving yourself. Because the moment you start loving, caring, respecting, honoring, and feeling for yourself, things start shifting. And you can do it every day to yourself. Hold your cushion or your teddy and just say, I love you. I'm there for you. Don't worry. Everything will be okay. Whatever reassurance words you want to use when you are in a bad space, when you are in a helpless space, don't keep thinking they have done this, this has happened, I am going through this, blah, blah, blah. The more you say the negative things, the more they keep coming into your space. Just hold your cushion and just tell yourself, I'm good. I am not going to let helplessness overpower me. I'm not going to let bitterness become my life. I am going to love my children the way I want to love them. Don't say, I want to love my children because I didn't receive it in the past. No. So it is all about forward thinking, all about wanting to do, say, and comfort yourself first, right? Yes, Bindu?
Ma'am, I just have a question here because here we are taking care of ourselves, loving ourselves.
Yeah.
So suppose if one of your parent is a narcissistic behavior and you realized it, because it's a mother or father, you have to, some point of age, you have to be there. And still you feel that if you are not taking care of, if you are really taking care of yourself, you have to keep a healthy boundary with them, is it, once you grow up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are building up more and more inner child within you. Is that right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But
Because
that also teaches you that you know that the narcissistic behavior is theirs or his or whoever it is. Yeah. It is his. It's not yours. You should not own that part of you and make it your own so that your life becomes a vacuum. Or your life gets impacted. Now, it's easy to say. You see, there are patterns and there are disciplines that we have to follow when we live in a family. You have to get up at a certain time, eat at a certain time, go to work, come back, etc. Those are things that are defined. But in between those times, when there is a time for you to reflect, do not hold it against them because that is their story. They are coming from that space. And this is where we learn the art of detachment. That means attachment with detachment. So if we hold on to that, then it's very easy to interact with them. Even if you know that this is the narcissistic behavior, when somebody might say, I am this or I am doing that and I am whatever, all the I's. You just see it, dispassionately. Okay, fine, that's his way of looking at it. It doesn't affect me now because I understand. I am not responsible for his narcissistic reactions or behavior. I am only responsible for loving myself and seeing that that is his story. Why am I getting involved?
Yeah.
Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Because because when you keep that healthy boundary with them, you still have some kind of guilty feeling that they also fight with you. This kind of character sometimes, oh, why you are detaching from me? Why you are doing that? Why you are not calling me? So and they will ask us so many questions because they want you to be in that loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but even in this, as let's say as parents, there was a special reason your soul chose to experience all this and become part of this family. So
Okay.
this is also a learning that you have to learn. So even if it is, you see, why have we not called is coming from their inner child who's feeling neglected. They
Yeah.
didn't know how to handle it, right? So if you take on the parent role, it's a role play. So if you just ring up once a week or twice a week or whatever it may be, knowing fully well that they are going to talk the same things, they are going to say the same things, they are going to mention, discuss the same, it's okay. It gives them a relief because they have grown up like that and they don't understand anything better. We should not get irritated. We should not sort of withdraw. They are our parents. We chose them and we have to honor that role play no matter what. That is a discipline the universe wants you to learn. That you have to learn to live in every circumstances, right? You have to learn to handle all circumstances so that you can elevate yourself and move further in life. Make
Thank you.
sense?
Yeah, definitely. That's make a lot of sense. Yeah.
Right. So, okay, because what has happened in the past also affects us because often we we do not withhold our love from our children. What we withhold is that part of ourself that learned to survive without that love. So, Darshana, does that make sense to you now? Your ability to interact with other people should not get restricted because it is that part of us that got impacted in the past, which is not allowing us to, deal with others in a warm, loving, affectionate way, the way you would want it to be for you and for doing it for others. It doesn't mean necessarily that you have to go out of your way and start hugging or, but the way we speak, the way we interact, the way maybe we just put a hand on the shoulder, giving reassurance, all these things do matter a lot. Yeah?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, now let's look at what I need to leave 5 minutes. I have to attend a call. No problem. Okay, now let's see what else I have to ask you. Now, this is a reflection kind of question that I have for you. Remember, our children don't respond only to our words. They respond to your unresolved pauses, our emotional absences, and our tenderness. So see, what is it that you do when you are dealing with them? Your unresolved pauses, your emotional absence. Now, what is emotional absence? You'll understand the child is trying to tell you something excitedly, and you're just doing something maybe on your phone or maybe work and saying, ha ha ha, acha, acha, acha. It's missing. And the child senses that, right? It's not easy. And our tenderness, the lack of it. The child will say, Mom, I need a hug, and say, okay, fine. And you do, just kind of action of hug. But the tenderness is missing. What are you doing? You are making it easy for the child to decide how he wants to deal with his life in future or how he wants to be dealing with you in the future. These patterns get formed by our behavior in our responses to our children. Okay, so now let's reflect a little bit. And I want honesty. Gently be honest. I mean, it will be a good idea to be really honest. Do you find yourself uncomfortable with your child's emotional needs at times? Now, child doesn't have to be a 5-year-old only. It could be a 20-year-old child also. So do you find yourself uncomfortable with your child's
Sometimes, yes.
emotional needs? Sorry,
Sometimes.
sometimes. Okay. How does it make you feel?
Inadequate is the word that's coming.
Okay. Inadequate. Right. Anybody else would like to add to this? Lakshmi, though I know you're not like that. Do you find yourself uncomfortable with your child's emotional needs at times? Maybe something pressing is being demanded of you or something and you don't know how to deal with it?
No, ma'am, I don't feel that.
I know, because your child is so lovely. He's such a darling, having met him and seeing his confidence. It is amazing and lovely the way you're bringing him up.
Oh, no. I think you're
Oh, okay,
mistaking
okay.
me for Lalita. I was wondering, when did
Sorry.
you
Oh my
meet my
God.
son?
You look similar also. Sorry.
No, that's okay, ma'am.
Yeah, but do you feel such a situation ever in your life?
Never with my children, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Yes, Bhuvna?
Ma'am, sometimes I feel helpless. Sometimes I feel like rescuing him. So, but now I've stopped.
Okay. So since you stopped rescuing him, what is the difference you sense?
I feel that he's more confident and I think he's able to deal with it better.
Yeah, because you are allowing him that space to think for himself, good or bad. You're giving him
Very
the
good,
space
ma'am. Very good.
to make his own decisions about how he has to move in life. Yeah.
Yes,
So that
ma'am.
is important. We need not be rescuers to our children all the time. We are not there. We are only their guardians. Remember, we've been sent as guardians to that soul. Okay? We are not responsible for making their lives the way they want to, the way it is patterned. We can only help them to make their life the way it should be patterned. And that is only by being honest, being in integrity, being self assured, giving them the principles of radical love. Tell me, who's going to tell me the principles?
Love,
Love,
integrity,
faith,
peace.
joy, prosperity, care.
Exactly. Right. Okay. Now, next question. Do you rush them through sadness, fears, or tears? हो गया चलो ठीक है कोई बात नहीं. Get up now. Get into action. जो हो गया खत्म, whatever. Do you do that? Do you rush them through sadness, their fears, or tears? Yes, Snigdha?
No, ma'am, here it's ulta. I tell her, come feel, tell me what you're feeling. She prefers rushing through them for some reason.
Right. But tell me, have you
She doesn't want
experienced
to.
it? Yeah, okay. But tell me, have you felt it in your childhood from your parents?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Raise your hand.
I think that's why the need to sit with her and help her feel her feelings.
Right.
And then at some point I realized that's probably my need. So if she wants to feel them, she will. If she doesn't want to, then I won't be able to force her and I shouldn't be trying either.
So Radical has done marvelous things for you. But all of us, remember as a child, did you have occasions when you were just brushed off, that "Acha, theek hai, it's okay. So what? You're supposed to be brave, you're supposed to be this, and etc. Sort of making you feel that you have to face the world only with a kind of confidence, the challenge that is there ahead of you, and no comfort was provided for you because they felt that was the way to boost you and make you move forward. So, were you ever rushed through your sadness, fears, and tears? Yes, Bindu?
Why some children don't express their emotions?
I told them to keep my work at 12 because I want to listen to the visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, why they don't express their emotions? They just want to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
Why they do that?
That's part two. I would do part two next week, maybe, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
asking separately right now that have you ever felt this situation in your life when you were just brushed off for your feelings or what you were going
Yeah.
through?
From my parents or
Yeah,
you?
you're from your parents,
Yeah,
parents
yeah.
or elder.
Yeah. Because I think they didn't know. They've been always emotionally absent. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe my mother, not my father. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And could it be mirroring how your own emotions were once handled? Today, is it mirroring what the way you were handled in the past? Are you handling your children in the same way?
I also had an unawareness about this. And as I said, I went for this inner child retreat. Then I understood what I am doing. I thought, okay, I am here. I am your mother. I like giving everything to you. If anything, come and talk to me. But this kind of connection and spending time with them, and working parents, they have a busy life and they've been in that, and okay, children, what you provided, they will be happy. If you need anything, just talk to me. I think I've been like that for some time, but not anymore.
Okay, good.
uh,
Awesome, awesome. So, okay, so now just think for a minute, all of you. What would change in your parenting if your inner child felt consistently loved? What would change in your parenting style today?
We could probably,
Yeah, Snigdha?
I think the times where I have to retreat, maybe I could do even that lovingly, where I could say, I need my space. I probably can't give you everything you need right now, but I'm still holding that with a lot of love, and I'm holding myself.
Yeah.
And what may seem like a lack because I can't be there for my child 24/7,
Yes.
I am doing that also with love.
Awesome. Anyone else would like to add to that? Yes, Sarika?
Can you just repeat the questions, Arti?
Okay, this is what would change in your parenting style if your inner child today felt consistently held and loved?
I think the children would love more, feel more loved, and more confident in some way.
They would, but what would change in your style? What would you do now? If you feel your child, your inner child has been held and loved, and how would you feel about it today in your parenting style? What would change for you? What would you do as a change?
I'll be more present for my child.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. Bhuvna?
I would be less needy because I used to rescue. I understood that it was my need to be, somehow feel, just moving around. I was having the need to be needed. I
Yeah.
understood that. And now I pull back
Right.
this much.
Because remember, healing is not about reliving the past. Healing is not that. It is about offering your presence today where it was once missing. So look at the gaps that are there maybe in your interaction with your children, where you feel there are big gaps which are repeating themselves constantly. So it is about offering your own presence now, today, where it has been missing in the past. It may require a few changes in your way of either thinking or behaving or approaching, but yes, that would lead to some kind of um, what should I say, completion for them, for your children, right? So today, now I want you to imagine your child in front of you. And you are hugging that child slowly with full presence. Do that. Hug that child of yours, whatever age it may be.
Aarti,
Yeah,
can I speak, Aarti?
sure, Radha.
So what I wanted to say, Aarti, is that for the first time I've realized that, for me, I grew up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Radha. Yes.
Okay. So for the first time, I've realized, Aarti, I
Okay, I think her connection is not so good, but I wanted you to hug your child.
So she is the one who is, I try to kiss her many times, hug her, kiss her, but she's, like uh, kind of frozen, I would say, I would say.
Okay, okay.
So I keep wondering that what is it that uh, is the problem. But I don't know. It probably. Acha, my grandson, my daughter's son, he hates anybody kissing him, hugging him completely.
Mhm.
And I keep wondering why is it. But I guess that it's to do with me growing up with the fact that I always looked at people who hugged each other, especially man, woman, anywhere socially. They were looked down upon by our family. That ये तो बहुत free है, ये तो देखो जी जप्पियां अप्पियां कर रहे हैं. They're not good people. So I grew up with that, and I don't know. I may have transferred that with to my daughter. When I kiss her or hug her, she's just like erect, not responding ever.
Right.
Mostly not responding, and I keep wondering why is it so. And the child too definitely hates anybody hugging or kissing him. So I
Right.
don't know what is this three
Okay.
generational thing
Yeah,
happening.
so it's a generational thing because it has been passed on from the past. And that is why maybe your own demeanor throughout life may have been a very controlled one, even in front of your children. So when you did try to reach out and hug and kiss your child, she didn't feel comfortable because it didn't come from a space of what she assumed, perceived, that it wasn't coming from a space of actual love. Because she saw you always maybe as a very, aloof or very controlled, I don't know about commanding, but somebody who would like everything to be in its place and proper and things like that. So I think she's gone again, but never mind. Um, so hugging the child, did you do it, all of you? Rather, just give me 2 minutes, I'll get back to you as a question I have asked people. So, people, have you hugged your child? I'll have to finish it in 10 minutes, so please tell me quickly. Yes? All right. And now, imagine yourself hugging your own younger self with the same warmth. Imagine yourself hugging your own younger self with the same warmth. Now tell me, what did you notice? Which one was easier? The outer hug or the inner one?
The inner one.
Monica? Quickly. Which one? Outer
Inner
hug?
one, ma'am.
Inner one.
Inner
Sarika?
one.
Inner one. Inner
Inner
one.
one. Inner one.
Inner
Right.
one.
All of us felt more comfortable because once we hug ourselves with that, feeling of love and warmth, etc., and you all said it, it's the younger one, the inner one. So that feeling you have to transfer to your child outside, right? And while you were doing this hugging, what was the emotion that surfaced without being invited? You didn't sort of think of an emotion, but what was the emotion that came to your mind?
Immense
Joy.
joy.
Sorry?
Joy.
Immense joy.
Immense joy. Okay.
Joy.
Joy. Joy. Right. So that is important, isn't it? So when you hug your inner child, your outer world softens, not because life has changed, but because you have changed. Get it? So it's important to keep hugging that child of yours. Now today, if I ask you, what kind of emotional home am I creating for myself, for my child, inner and outer? Okay? Just contemplate what kind of emotional home am I now creating or will want to create for my inner child and my outer child. Can you tell me? Anyone?
Ma'am, I think for me it comes down to authenticity.
Okay.
I want to create as authentic a home as possible.
Yeah. Okay. Yes,
For myself
Bhuvna?
and for my children.
Right. Sorry to rush you people, but I'm short of time now. Yes, Bhuvna?
Ma'am, complete acceptance. I've seen that when it comes to my son, I give him so much of acceptance. I give him so many chances, but I don't give myself those chances. So I want to give myself more and more chances and acceptance.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now another question, which is going, I think the last one for the series. What one small shift can you make this week to offer more presence than perfection? Ask yourself, what is that one small shift that I can make this week to offer more presence rather than perfection? Contemplate, think about it. Yes.
Can you repeat again?
Sorry?
Can you repeat again the question?
Okay,
What more?
What did I say?
More.
What one small shift can you make this week, in this 1 week, to offer more presence than perfection?
Arti, I got addicted to some dramas, which I'm trying to leave. So I think getting rid of them would make me more present for myself
Present?
and for my inner child as well as the outer one.
Yeah, so that you have more space to do other things also that you may want.
Yes, yes.
Correct? All right. What about others? Anybody else? Yes, Darshana?
More assertive and prioritizing my things.
Yeah.
Those two things.
Prioritizing your things, and the most priority you have to give is to love yourself. Right? Yeah. Anyone else would like to add?
I just want to keep reminding myself to work from a space of love.
Awesome. Awesome.
What I feel I need.
Okay. So this was wonderful. I hope you people enjoyed what we did. And now just close your eyes and just visualize with the words that I say. May my hugs become slower. May my presence become deeper. And may the love that is within me find its way home, inside and outside of me. Right? And also, this whole week, notice that one hug that you give to yourself or to your child outside. No phone, no rush, no stress, no compulsions. Yeah. And speak one sentence of reassurance to your inner child. And then observe it without judgment. Can you do that? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Today, no reactions and responses. What, Ray? What have I done today? So, out of these three things, I want you to.
Can you
Yes.
repeat the three things, Aarti?
Thumbs up. Thumbs
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
Wonderful. I'll repeat it
Thumbs
once
up.
more. Notice that one hug that you give this week. Notice it. No phone call, no rush, no compulsions, no pressures. Notice that hug. How it feels, huh? That's what I mean by notice. Okay? Speak one sentence of reassurance to your own inner child. And when you're doing all this, observe all this without judgment. Right? So that brings us to the end of our session today. I must say, I had a grand time. I enjoyed myself thoroughly, and I hope all of you did too. And if there are any learnings and if there are any shortcomings that may have come through, so please forgive me for that. But the effort is to try and reach out to all of us. All of us, when I say that, it's not just you, it's to me, myself, to make life simpler, easy, effortless, and fun, as we all know Radical wants us to understand, right? So, yes, go ahead, hug yourself one last time with your cushion and whatever else you have with you, and just sort of feel that love and say, I love you. And tell your inner child that. That's one. And secondly, as I always say, please do give your feedback in the group. It is important because it's not just about posting a recording and then getting away with it. The responses plus your own reactions plus whatever is the learning that comes out from these workshops or these Fulsome Fridays is important for us to understand that there are many others who may benefit from it. Right now, they may be shy or time-wise not able to devote themselves to the platform, but at least the learning is there, and that helps everybody expand their consciousness. Okay? So all the best. Have a great weekend and I'll meet you again on Monday. All the best. Bye-bye.